Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back again to the episode 3 review of The Rings of Power. It's like I literally do not even want to watch the show. The only reason I'm watching it so I can actually review it and put it online and show people that don't want to watch it, who don't want to see them pretty much just not take any of Tolkien's work into consideration and changing a lot of the characters, changing a lot of the lore, and adding a lot of characters which really don't need to be there. And it really tells. Like, the story is very dull so far. I mean, there's probably only, I think, about 3 or 4 scenes maybe in the whole episode that I actually enjoyed. The rest of the characters very dull, boring. No, you don't care about the characters, you don't care about the story, you don't care about anyone. I mean, the main character itself literally just shows that with Galadriel. She is honestly the most boring, annoyed, cantankerous, and also just seems very spoiled as well. Like, at the same time, obviously thinking she's better than humans, etc., etc., and she's better than Numenorians and all that. So before we jump in, please subscribe if you want to see future videos like this, and also comment with your thoughts as well. Let me know what you thought about the episode if you have seen it. Maybe something that I haven't noticed as well. So one of the first things is Galadriel. There was no recognition of her actually going to Numenor, first of all. For her to meet the queen and everything like that, that never happened as well. And then she introduced herself as the leader of the Northern armies, as something along those lines, which she never was. I mean, you can even see here, legendary elven warrior and the commander of the Northern armies. She is a Lady Galadriel. She knew she didn't want to leave originally Middle-earth is because she wanted to rule. She wanted to be the lady. She wanted to be ruling over elves and over the land, right? She didn't want to go and fight. But yes, as the actress, Galadriel, literally, that's her face 24/7. There's no different emotions. Her voice sounds exactly the same, just like annoyed, really over the top. She also just acts very entitled all the time, where, I mean, she's thousands of years old. I'm pretty sure she wouldn't be acting like this, right? She acts very hastily. So when you think that you're, let's say, a few thousand years old, you wouldn't be acting hastily. You will think things through and you will talk very calmly and you will treat people the way, obviously, you probably want to be treated, especially when you're that old and you're that wise, right? She doesn't act wise at all, which is like literally just a spit in the face of the elves. I mean, there's a reason Tolkien loved elves, and that he's pretty much like his golden little child of the elves, right? So doesn't act like an elf at all. Also, just wanted to point this out as well. So Lord Celebrimbor, he actually is younger than Galadriel. But look at the actor, right? He looks about, 50s, maybe 60 even. Her, she looks what? Maybe 30, right? So isn't that just absolutely stupid, in my opinion? Where he's actually younger than Galadriel. But anyway, I'll digress on that one. So, also, Halbrand, a made-up character who was actually, big spoiler alert, so if you don't want to listen to this, just skip the next 5 seconds from now. He is actually Sauron. So yes, once you know that, and the way he acts and things like that, it's just, yeah, stupid. So, and as we know as well, in the whole first season, we do not even see the Rings of Power, which is pretty stupid. I mean, your show is literally based on the rings, and you don't even see the rings for the first whole season. That's what annoys me about series these days, is for the first, 2 seasons, it's very crap. And then suddenly around the third, then it starts getting a little bit better. And that's what they expect now. People pretty much say, oh, give it time, give it time. So why do we need to invest so much of our time just to watch a show that only gets good after season 3? So stupid. Way too much CGI. I made a little couple notes here while I watched it. Way too much CGI. The CGI is not even that good. Some parts even look super fake. I was literally talking to my partner. She even said the same. She's like, is CGI even getting that much better? Because some of it even looks worse than the CGI from the original Lord of the Rings trilogy. It's insane. Also, the Harfoots, the Hobbits, really, they have the dumbest things in their head the whole time. Like, they got just stupid things constantly in their head. Like, in this one, he had this massive headpiece. It just looks so stupid. I just think it's very, very stupid. to have these stupid headpieces in. It's ridiculous. The speech from the Lenny Henry's character, this guy here, the Sadok Burrows, his speech literally started pretty much the same feeling as the one Bilbo Baggins said before he put the ring on and disappeared, where the crowd was the same and blah, 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 blah. It's just, it seems like they try and say we're not like the original Lord of the Rings, but they copy so much of their stuff. It's ridiculous. Also, they make the Harfoots like gypsies. I mean, just constantly traveling and things like that. Also, yes, the fighting scene, so bad. Just CGI, bad, horrible. Like this guy here, obviously the made-up character, Arondir. You know, brave man, brave character, first of its kind, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, so there's chains, they're chained up by orcs, they got caught by orcs, and literally all they're doing is they're kicking this chain. It's a very long chain, so just imagine a long chain, and all they're doing is just kicking their leg around like that. And apparently that makes the chains whip hard enough to knock over grown orcs. Literally the worst fight scenes I've ever seen. Middle of the fight scene, they like bring out the warg. The warg, it's the warg. So bring him out. This warg literally looked like just like a giant chihuahua, really. Like a giant chihuahua where it just looked very badly CGI'd. Did not look nearly as cool as the wargs from the trilogy. They looked way better and scarier. This honestly was, yeah, very disappointing. Just horrible to watch. Also, the two main Harfoot girls, like I've said in the past, they're literally just a copycat of Frodo and Sam. You know, they're friends. They pretty much get put into the same situation because of the one's actions. And you can just tell it's such a copycat. I mean, also the wizard, which did come to Earth, now suddenly knows a little bit of English, apparently, some of the language. Don't know where he learned it, right? Just very bad. Just so bad. I'd give this episode literally a 1 out of 10. Because I can't give a 0, I'll just have to give something. So 1 out of 10 is all. And that's literally just for Numenor, maybe. But yes, you also do meet Isildur. So that's Isildur now. Elendil, who obviously becomes the first king of both, right? This is the queen who never met Galadriel, but here they are. They met. But yes, just he becomes the king of both. Arnor and Gondor. The overlord of all exiled Numenorians in the lands east of the Great Sea. So he's got, you know, a lot going for him. And at least they casted him well, I'll give them that. Like, he looks like, I believe, the books and everything make him sound. So I'm happy with that. But obviously, yeah, just horrible episode. Yet again, nothing going for it apart from literally that. That's the reason why it gets a 1, is because of Elendil. And also just Numenor, be able to see it, I guess. And apart from that, horrible. As you can see now, it's gone up to 6.7. Obviously, Amazon owns IMDb, so of course they're not going to make the ratings go bad. And then Rotten Tomatoes, 39%. It's gone up. We shall see on the next episode, unfortunately, when I do have to watch it. Let me know what you think about the episode if you did watch it in the comments. But yeah, it's just such a spit in the face. And apparently the way the season ends and everything is just such a copycat. They can't think of their own things, even though they keep saying, we imagined our own things, blah, 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 blah. I'll disregard everything they have to say. But until then, thanks for watching, and I hope I'll see you in the next video.